pump it up. Gotta pump it up. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy MLK Day. Happy Inauguration Day. Welcome to Hexaco. If you are new joining us from the broader crypto arena, if you're crypto curious, if you're like, what is this stuff about? I don't know. Well, today we're going to get into it a little bit with a lot of other stuff that we like over here in PulseChain land. Without further ado, let me welcome Crypto Kong back to the show for the 23rd time. I'm just guessing. How's it going, man?
What's going on? How's everyone doing?
You know,
I think it was
there's
supposed to
been
be
a. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I think it's supposed to be an exciting day today. But
I did
I don't know how
watch.
much excitement I'm feeling. So
I did watch the inauguration. I did not turn the TV off. I turned it on actually. I was like, oh, okay. It was very pleasant. I enjoyed it, and very hopeful. I got to say, I was like, oh, this is like pretty inspirational. So we'll see. There was a pre-presidential inauguration pump for, unfortunately, not our ecosystem yet, but for the Trump token, the $ Trump token, and I'll just put it on the screen real quick as well. This thing, I don't know who got in at below $1 or otherwise, but it went up a lot. It went up a lot. It looks like kind of like the remind you of the ink chart at all. hit around $80, and then not as much the big drop off, of course, in the 2 or 3 day time period, but going from cents or going from nothing or low dollar digits to up there. We've seen it before on PulseChain launch. It's pretty cool. And then over time, we've seen it go down a bit as well. But I don't know. What's your thoughts? Like when there, and how many? I don't know how much you've been following. I've been just passively following it too. But how many millions of dollars have been bridged in buying Ethereum from the stuff? Like I want to get into that a little bit too. But your initial reaction of and did you catch any of it? Or you like, yeah, I don't play much on Solana?
a little bit of both, to be honest with you. So I saw when the Trump coin, not when it first came out, but I saw like when it was kind of only a few hours old, and I can't remember exactly what the market cap was, but I thought it looked like it was too much or something like this. And I think it was also like nighttime as well. So, yeah, by the time I was like, yeah, whatever, like it's Solana. Like I'm not doing all that right now. Right. Yeah, like I don't know. Like I personally, I can use Solana. I've never been a fan of doing transactions on there. Like I just, it's always a headache for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys probably had either good or bad experiences with it, whatever. But yeah, I was like, oh, whatever. I'll see what happens. Like, it's probably one of those it's probably just one of those, like a quick. It's probably already in, like the top's already in, and then no, I saw like it. I saw like there's a bunch of like kind of got some good coverage, right? Looks like a bunch of millionaires got at least a few millionaires got minted through it. At least you could see like there's a bunch of people talking about that and stuff. But yeah, like you said, like I think it's a good kind of comparison to show like how something goes from kind of what we kind of look at as like nothing, right? Just pennies, cents to like dollars, right? Almost $100 at near the top. So
Yeah, I mean, on Solana too, I don't often hear of blockchains like dropping transactions. Solana is like one of those things where, I mean, of course, PulseChain, we like decentralization. We like our ETH fork to do awesome stuff. But it's like every time I hear like either we talked about Solana before of it going down, I never hear of like a network going down. This just seems like this impossibility to me. I'm like always like, is it a blockchain if it goes down? Like it's that like rule one, don't go down ever, and it's not like it's just came out 6 months ago or something. And then like I hear it dropping I can't imagine it making a transaction on a network and being like, I don't know if it's going to go through or not. I just can't imagine like just making it or like having that as at least of the common thought. It's pretty interesting. So like, yeah, this most often occurs during periods of network congestion. RBC node fails to rebroadcast the transaction to the leader. I don't know. I just drop transactions and network going down. It just really drives me towards Ethereum and PulseChain. It's just it's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, right? Like if you have your fund on Solana, right? Because and that's one of the whole things as well, is like we talk about, like taking custody of your coins and holding them in your own wallet. Like when the blockchain's down, like where exactly are your coins, right? Like that those like where exactly are your funds, right? Even if maybe the price is trading, like it's fine, right? It's trading near or around where it was before. Like where are your actual tokens? You know what I mean? So yeah, I was never a fan of that, right? I was always a fan of kind of like the Richard Hart ideals between like taking custody and kind of also like 100% uptime. I think was a big thing in Hex as well. Like Richard kind of marketed even like your banks don't have 100% uptime. Like your favorite like service provider probably doesn't have 100% uptime. Hex 100% uptime, and blockchain should be like that as well, right? Like they should not. It really should not be going down for any kind of purpose. So
Even GPT can confirm. I asked it, can Ethereum and PulseChain drop transactions like Solana? Ethereum, transaction dropping Ethereum does not drop transactions since of losing them, but transactions can remain pending in the mempool if gas fee is set too low. If network activity decreases or user rates or fast fees, the transaction can eventually be processed. Same thing with PulseChain, because it's a fork with a little bit of tweaking and system state copies and all that stuff. Get your free airdrop or check your free airdrop. Go pulse.com/start. And then Solana transaction dropping. Solana uses a different consensus mechanism, proof of history and proof of stake, which allows it to process tens of thousands of transactions per second. However, under extreme load and during network instability, Solana has occasionally dropped transactions or even paused the network temporarily. I just can't imagine being like, "Hey, I'm going to send you some Pulse," and I'm just like, "I hope it gets there because the network's busy." I don't know. It's key differences: maintain transaction reliability because serious delays or high fees during congestion. Solana achieves high throughput and low cost, but the risk of instability or transaction loss under certain conditions. Pausing the network. I cannot associate. My brain can't wrap my head around pausing network. There is no pause button. There's no. It's like the Michael said. There's no second best. There's no off switch. There's no pause button. That's the way I tend to think about DeFi.
at least you'd hope there shouldn't be, right? And like I think that's even a feature in itself, right? Like if Ethereum gas fees are high, you can send a transaction with whatever gas fee you want to set, and it will get picked up if that network kind of if the gas fees kind of come back into your range, right? So yeah, I see the hype and stuff. I see whatever's going on Solana, but like when we're talking about like kind of even like the Richard Hart deals and even usability of the blockchain, like I don't know. Personally, I think I have an easier time, better experience using PulseChain and some of those PulseChain products across the board, rather than like Solana stuff. It's very finicky, right? So
Yeah. What else? I was going to say, let me talk to chat in just a second here, but yeah, the Trump pump. Do we have Trump meme coins on PulseChain? Is there like, I don't know if people have bridged there or try to create them. Is there anything, maybe if you want to, or I can bring up deck screen or either one. Are things popping off on PulseChain? Are we getting any of that share? I know we'll get into Ethereum getting bought and stuff too, but what's going on in that area?
I think we have some Trump coins coming. I think that's another good point as well. It's like there's action happening on the PulseChain. Like if it might not be absolutely like every single day you get a brand new kind of whatever Trump coin that comes out on PulseChain. But yeah, there is. I think I did see something. I didn't save the contract address or anything, so I probably don't have it on the system. But I see one even right here. I'll share my screen. I don't want to. Maybe I won't share this just because it's kind of a lot. I don't think you guys should just be buying random coins on PulseChain. But yeah, kind of the point is like Max.
We're not telling you to buy these coins. We're just saying there are meme coins on PulseChain and yeah.
Yeah, I think especially in crypto, we see it all, like we've seen it happen before, and we've seen it kind of happen all the time, where you'll have rotations. Even if you think about it, like if you're in the PulseChain ecosystem itself, right? There's rotations between kind of ecosystems, right? Whether it's ecosystems on the PulseChain or sub ecosystems on the PulseChain have rotations, right? Where you can think of it a million different ways. Macro crypto wise, like Bitcoin to Ethereum to like altcoins to like even trickling down to PulseChain, right? There's always some sort of like rotation happening in crypto. Um, so yeah, kind of the point is like even we kind of also saw this. We kind of saw something like this happen with the Trump coin as well. I think we saw liquidity get kind of like sucked out of those other altcoins, right? And move into the Trump meme. Um, at least that's kind of what it looked like once I woke up in the morning, right? You took a look at some of these altcoins, and it looks like people were just getting rid of them for the Trump. So yeah, this is kind of what we're talking about is like there will probably be rotations in and out of different ecosystems, and like you can like ideally I think people can do whatever they want, right? But chasing green candles might not be the best play, right? If you've already like if you've set your roots and I think this ecosystem is gonna pop, I think it might could be like a rotation play or something like this. Um, you might get chopped up trying to go chase green candles and stuff, right? Like again, you can think for yourself, and like it's not financial advice or anything like this, but yeah, like you see it happen all the time. Like if you've been in crypto long enough, I think people have seen like even like we talk about with Trump, like we always see these rotations happen. So when or if PulseChain, or like when PulseChain has its rotation, has that kind of liquidity injection, we will see, right? And I think yeah, some of the catalysts maybe kind of get into that, but you want to also, I think this was an interesting tweet as well that you have pulled up here.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. So another common phrase around here: time in the market better than timing the market. And it's a lot of thing. Hopefully, people don't lose too much money on going to buy, Trump coin or any other coin that first comes out. Again, by the time you hear about it, are you an insider? Are you the last one buying? Are you you're probably not the first one buying? Where's the price? I mean, you can do all these different metrics and measure it and stuff too, but it's kind of one of those, so many things are just insider. You're part of it. You heard about it late. It's not for you to get. You're the extra liquidity. Tends to be. So again, that's why our ecosystem, Hex already did 10,000x. We'll do it again. We shall see. But we got a lot of great core coins, a lot of great community coins and stuff too, that don't rely on you just timing the market all the time in order to make any type of money. Yeah, this I came across this one earlier from Pep Lord. Donald Trump Jr. liked one of Shill Gates's replies in the thread, and then Eric Trump liked one of Pep Lord's replies in his thread. So it is pretty cool to see. I think does Don Jr. Follow Richard? I believe I keep hearing that or something to that effect. Or in that realm of possibility too. Pretty interesting to see these people are looking at. This was looks like I don't know. Was that Shill that was saying, "Hey Don Jr., when things die down a bit, then get your dad to look at the Richard Hart SEC case. Richard would make a great, excellent member of your crypto council too." People are seeing the content, and I'm glad we have content creators, that love this ecosystem. They're putting all kinds of great stuff out to see, because every once in a while, imagine like this is the ones that are implicitly, you can see it happening. Imagine all the ones that don't. They're like, well, maybe I'll just bookmark it instead of like it, or maybe I'll just scrolling through, but you still got their attention for a minute. So that's pretty interesting to see.
I think that's pretty huge actually, right? Like if you like, it's probably on their. It may not be, right? It may not be, but it looks like it could be on the mind map somewhere, somewhere in the administration, in the Trump administration somewhere, right? So I think I think that's kind of a big deal actually, right? Because I think we've even seen in the past there's been some I think that Was it Donald Trump Jr.'s account who also got hacked, and like posted some stuff about the SEC and stuff?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
saw
I
that.
think he had some funny things to say about like the hacker or something like this. So yeah, I think kind of the point is that it sounds like we're on the radar. Maybe in the better light, and kind of also sounds like we're also on the radar on the from the SEC as well, right? But yeah, like it sounds like I think this if there was an administration that I think were to take a look at something like this, like I think it would be the Trump administration. So I think that in itself is extremely bullish. So
I'm looking at Pep Lloyd's headline too. Nothing can stop an ideal whose time has come. That's not a phrase I hear too often, and it's a quote from Richard, maybe more than once in some of his content. But it's one of those like very powerful quotes of, again, we got a founder in it for glory, built and kind of helped cultivate this amazing community. And hey, we're all believers in hoping that 2025 is going to be the year where things start popping off. True DeFi, freedom of I've been calling it freedom of price appreciation. Stop, no more censoring our bags. Stop doing that, government and everyone else who wants to pick a fight with one of the greatest men alive. Richard, shout out to Richard Hart, by the way. Shout out to big guy up there. So hopefully he'll return. We'll see a return to the throne, and never know. Maybe he'll be on his first return will be a podcast with Don Jr. That might be fun.
you got to get someone in the community and Don Jr. on a podcast now that you mention it. So whether it's Richard or not, right? So and yeah, I think that. And, go ahead.
I was going to say Richard's not a lightweight. Richard, I think next time he goes on, he's going to be, we can keep talking about Lex or just anyone else. He did the debate with everyone before. I can't remember what's the gold guy's name. Peter Schiff. Yeah, I mean he's been all over the map. With I always remember the quote, like, if you got any amount of followers, I will talk to you. And yeah, the good old days of the initial rocket launch of Hex. And now we have PulseChain, and now it's been a little bit more muzzled because of the case and stuff. So hopefully we'll get that sham out of the way, and it'll be a lot easier to for him to talk to the people.
I was gonna say I think he's gonna come out like on his first stream kind of swinging, right? And we'll see. I think we also we got that kind of Christmas kind of audio as well, but yeah, I think we'll see when he comes back, or yeah, whenever he comes back, like kind of into the social media world. See what kind of big names he can kind of get on an interview with, and I think even he'll have he'll have a cool story to tell, right? Like I think he'll imagine his perspective, right? And I've talked about this even with some people, like some other like Hexicans and stuff, but like looking through kind of the world through even Richard's lens right now. Like I wonder kind of how he's feeling or whatever, right? Kind of whatever's going on with him. But I think you'll have a cool story to tell and a cool perspective, and probably some cool narratives for PulseChain and stuff whenever that case is over. So yeah, I think I'm very excited to see what he has, kind of see if he has anything even planned, maybe kind of in the background for when could be like his lawyers just telling him to, could be himself as well, but yeah, it could be just his lawyers telling him to lay low for a little bit. But yeah, maybe he has a few things planned in the background. So
prepared for this my whole life. 2025 is going to be amazing. Whew, I like that. That's good. It's refreshing to see again and again and again. Return to the throne. I certainly hope so. I want to hit up this because I don't know how many tweets I've seen about people talking about some affiliation with Trump, maybe could be affiliation with Trump Coin, could be organization, like whatever, swapping, buying Ethereum. I think some of it sounds like it's going to Coinbase and stuff too, but I kind of want to look up this wallet and see how much they're holding too. So Spot on Chain. I don't think I've ever went to Spot on Chain. Have you heard of this website?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I can, if I get the address, I can just look it up on Arkham too. But let's see, 60, is that 60K Ethereum? Wow, 60K Ethereum, $53 million of USDC. A lot of wrapped Bitcoin too. Wow. So bank going on, man. Bank. Is this, see, I don't know how to read these, let's see, receiving Ethereum, receive on, I'm not sure how to like read these transaction lists. So I want to get the address and look at it. But this, again, this like we're all waiting for this, Bitcoin goes way up and then rotation to Ethereum and then rotation to PulseChain, all that type of stuff. Do you feel pretty bullish seeing all this Ethereum getting held, getting bought, getting transferred as Ethereum keeps getting beaten down by everyone being like, oh, Solana, we won. And Ethereum's like, I'm still king over here and I'm still at a lower price or a low ratio than a lot of people think I should be at.
I think it's extremely bullish actually. I don't know. I don't know if Joe Biden had any yeah, I don't know how many ERCs or kind of ETH tokens Joe had. Maybe he did have some, maybe he didn't have some, but yeah, it's kind of cool. It seems like they're even embracing some of the, like, even the kind of the greater protocols and stuff. And like, I guess if you already have Ethereum in your wallet, right? If you already use the blockchain, if you already are familiar with kind of the security, and you've already got your guys, if maybe they've vetted Ethereum, and PulseChain is pretty much very similar. It's supposed to be kind of maybe it's not 1-to-1, right? It's in fact probably better than Ethereum in kind of some technical kind of ways as well. Maybe, who knows? Maybe, like, I don't think you like, because maybe it's not completely out the realm of possibility that Donald Trump does a transaction on PulseChain or something like this, because chances are even he owns some PRC20, right? Like, definitely if he has a ERC20 address, like, I'm guessing chances are somebody sent some PRC20s to him, right? So yeah, especially if the case gets kind of it seems like it's getting some headlines. It could be kind of a big thing, right? Especially in terms of like XRP and stuff. Like, you think about it like that, or like Coinbase. Like, I kind of, and Richard has the same lawyers as these guys, right? Like, it's not far off, right? Like, I don't think they're, it's kind of, it seems like they're even like a person, like a way type of thing. Like, not that they'd kind of communicate through kind of an intermediary like that, but it seems like they're kind of this is not far. So
I'm just looking through this, so it had 9 addresses to do with this. One of them is holding the most, the bulk of the stuff, 56,000 ETH. Remember, we have if you go to lookintorh.com, supposedly, whoever controls the keys here, 171,000 ETH. Someone who I imagine has the PulseChain community near and dear to their heart, 171,000 ETH, and we see 100 or just 56,000 ETH over in this wallet. And I just went to gopulse.com/start, and I gave it this address, and for some reason they have a ton of solid X. This address has a ton of solid X. I don't know if it was sent 5,000 solid X. I was looking here for the airdrop, but I see a ton of solid X. I kind of want to check this too with, I'm kind of curious when it happened. Now, let me do like an Arkham. Let's see. Go to the bridge site real quick. And I was typing this address. Yeah, World Liberty. This is, and then does it show kind of like a PulseChain assets, holdings by chain? I don't think it's going to show me this one. Okay, so I'll just go to click on Go World DeFi, click on this, go to this address. It's got it's 5555 Pulse tokens. I just want to see. Wow, look at the names there. Yeah, it has 5,000 SolidX at this address. I don't know if it was sent to them or we can find out if we look at transactions, token transfers, see if it loads. That is interesting.
Yeah, you might have to give it lucky if it loads there. So
yeah. Where can I? When Blockchain Explorer dev has more features and stuff. What is another way to look at this? Is there another way I can type an address and look at more of the transactions? I feel like there's something. Nothing off the top of my head. I'm curious if somebody sent it to them or they bought it or what happened with it. Chat, help us out. I'm not a blockchain sleuth here, but yeah. Anyways, I just literally just typed in the address, just copy and paste the address from the 56K, and they got 5,000 worth of SolidX, which is a token, community token on PulseChain. I wonder if I go to Fatty. I've been to Fatty for a while. The Fatty's another portfolio viewer community made. And let's check this one. Becoming an ETH. Okay. Assets on Ethereum 306. So assets on PulseChain 85. Let's do history. Let's see if we can pull up something. So this is ETH. Oh shoot! Can I sort by chain? Because it's just going to take forever. Okay, PLS received bananas. Let's do find PLS. Receive. Oh, actually, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for this. Okay. So received. That 9 hours ago? That's the link is broken, but
I think you can still click on that and it'll work.
Yeah. If I click on it and give it to him manually. Did somebody send 5,000 this coin to them?
Yeah, whoever did it needs to raise their hand. So
to try to attract them. Hopefully they go there and see how much it's worth too. So
was it the fire whale there, or someone just very generous, or maybe both?
That's according to, you gotta look at the liquidity and stuff too, but that's quite a bit of what it's worth today's value. So wow, community, whoever it looks like it pretty recently. Yeah, so I just want to chase that down. If you're not on PulseChain or anything yet, just go to, and you had Ethereum coins from about 1.5 years ago, just go to gopulse.com/start, and you can type in an address. And I just typed in one of the World Liberty deals, and it came up. Ooh, that's the 222. So I went from spot on and copy the address, the one that has 56K ETH, and you can see it's got a chunk of change on PulseChain, some of the community coins. It's got a little bit of Hex, and PDI and Pulse as well, enough for a transaction or so. So that's pretty cool. Oh, DBank. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. DBank's great. Yes.
I feel like that's the most obvious one as well.
I know. It's like I know I do this every once in a while to check on stuff. So thank you. Duke. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's the easiest way to look at transactions. Okay, cool. Anyways, we already figured it out, but pretty cool stuff there. And so there's a lot of money. It looks like there's some ETH being bought and used and all that stuff too, but pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. And yeah, what else? It's
I think doesn't Trump also have his own I don't know if it's his own personal wallet, but that's not the one you're looking at here, right?
No, so there is so if you type in, I did this the other day. So if you type in Trump Ethereum wallet, so is it this one? One of them. It's marked. It may be this one. Yeah, I think it's got around 1.5 million value in it. So if you do this one, unfortunately, there's not there's not a lot of airdrop here. You got 300. You got some wrapped ETH. Looks like.
Seems like
and a few other coins.
Axis and SolidX are on top of it. So
somebody's sending these Megawell Foundation some a little bit there too. I mean, yeah. So they got a little bit here, but not a whole lot in his in the one that's marked his wallet. But Foundation got some chunk of change on PulseChain. Looks like. Check that stuff out.
I think the treasury is a good point as well, because I think that's a real treasury, right? And who knows whether or not it gets used on PulseChain, but I think there's rumors that perhaps someone who owns, or maybe not owns the treasury, but maybe can get access to it somehow. I don't know if that's the best way of putting it, but I heard they're I think they like Hex and PulseChain. So,
and how can people get access to PulseChain? Would that be just flipping? Here, Richard, just flip a switch in MetaMask, whatever wallet you're using. Pretty easy to do. Add the RPC, add the chain ID, add the block explorer. Just if you're not using MetaMask, you're not controlling your own seed words. That's another thing you can look into. But yeah, it's adding a custom network because by default MetaMask doesn't have it there yet. Add RPC for PulseChain, flip it over, and you can use all these amazing products. Like Go DeFi.
I thought MetaMask had PulseChain on there, but maybe not. I think they had I thought I seen like the logo on there or something like that. Like maybe this was like a while ago or something.
I think they have the logo, but I'm not sure they don't have it like listed as like a network. Let's see, like what is the list of MetaMask default networks? Of course, Ethereum, but using Infura default networks. I think they got a few. What is the one that they use like a test? Some test one. I forget what it is. Let me just ask this one. Default networks on MetaMask. It's Ethereum testnet. What was the? Yeah, maybe it has the Gorelli and Sepolia testnets. I thought I had one other one. There was some other one. I can't remember what it was. Popular networks, PulseChain. Hey, what? Literally, it has PulseChain listed on here. Example. I did not ask about PulseChain. It's got PulseChain number 7. Popular networks users add to MetaMask from its data.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's even more popular than that, right? Even relative to some the other blockchains, right? Like I think people use PulseChain for its intended purpose, right? I saw you on a stream sharing that they have decentralized files sharing on PulseChain, and like people are like uploading the Constitution and stuff onto the onto the blockchain. It sounds like, right? So,
yep. What was that? That was like something shard. That was shard. Lunar shard. There you go. Yeah, we have decentralized file sharing.
And that kind of goes into, I think I've said this before, but yeah, pretty much, I think we have everything on PulseChain. right? And I think the only thing we're waiting on is, like we talked about, like you could probably go through different ecosystems and see how, like, kind of know what we're talking about. Like, you can't really time the market. All you can really do is just have time in the market, and when or if that rotation kind of comes into your kind of ecosystem, like, just be ready for it, right? And even like you can, I think, kind of in general, I think that's kind of like a rule of thumb, right? Like, usually, like in crypto, like we talk about, like, even Hart's law as well, right? Like, we've seen for Ethereum, which is, I think that's kind of PulseChain's counterpart a little bit, right? It hasn't been as strong going into these first few kind of years of the this little kind of uptrend we're having here, kind of going into the bull market, or kind of in the bull market now, I would say. Um, but I think when you see Ethereum pick up, and then we'll also, like, I think you'll have more bullishness through the treasury as well, because if I don't know if you guys have been in PulseChain for probably longer than, I don't know, 4 months, something like this. Like, if you've been in the community longer than 4 months, you've probably seen that, like, prices can turn around in an instant, right? Like, pretty much on the day, you'll have the change in trend, right? And you won't, like, you'll get left behind if you're not, like, even already kind of already positioned in, right? Because the prices will run away from you. We've seen it happen before, even with some of the altcoins on PulseChain. If that's what, like, because I know now, like, the altcoins are kind of the popular thing, right? I think that's what people really like, are kind of, gambling on whatever altcoin XYZ. But yeah, like, I think we have everything on PulseChain. So, like, if you want altcoins, if you want meme coins, if you want tech, if you want yield farming, if you want whatever it is, like, it's all here, right? And I think you can get yourself, kind of get your roots planted in, and then when the sun shines, like, you're kind of ready, right? So
Yeah, I mean, this is the ecosystem of freedom, ecosystem of mad gains, ecosystem of winning. And there's tons of people here that put their blood, sweat, energy, and refuse to lose. Like, we will, we built the place. We have the greatest founder. We have tons of wells, tons of great plays and opportunities, and community building stuff, and again, a lot of speculation around the rotation from Bitcoin into Ethereum. And when Ethereum price goes up, who knows if some of that will rotate into PulseChain, and just the ecosystem will be, if we're ready, set, go, then yeah, we may see, who knows, we'll see that bridge backed up, people trying to get in, and the FOMO being FOMO hard, that piece too. So this was, by the way, this talks about President Trump has now bought 18.7K Ethereum in total. That was like 2 days ago, or like 1 day ago. This is like old. It's already, we just saw 56, 60K. So that's amazing. Colin, have you heard of Noster?
I have not heard of Noster. Interesting.
It is pretty interesting. It is one of those, I suggest everyone really take a look. So there's been like a big account going over there too. This guy, Ian Carroll, and he was talking about like TikTok and like decentralized social media and all this stuff. But there actually is a decentralized social network. It's like a protocol. People build these clients and stuff for it. This is my profile in there. It looks like Twitter, right? Like, I was able to add the link to my image, the link to my banner, and like all this stuff. It looks just like Twitter. Again, whereas the reach, you're going to find a lot of people. It's got one of those chicken and egg type things too, of mass adoption, all that stuff. But it is pretty cool where you can, it is like, it's supposed to be meant to not be censored, not be, I don't even think it uses blockchain, although it has like Bitcoin, like Lightning. You can like do like Lightning zaps or something. You can send people like little amounts of Lightning and stuff, little amounts of Bitcoin through Lightning Network on it. But it's like its own decentralized protocol. So it's not even built on the blockchain. So it doesn't have all the drawbacks of doing that. It's just built to be like, everyone has a node, or not everyone, but lots of people run nodes, and it's kind of the same principles of make it decentralized, so it can't just go offline and lose yourself or be centered and otherwise. So just put it out there. Anyone wants to try it out, all you got to do, download one of the clients. One of them is called, is that pronounced Amnest? And I don't know how to pronounce. It's a stone, right? Amnest. All right, let me GPT this real quick.
I think I'm honestly not too sure.
I want to get this. I mean, it's kind of annoying now that I want to know how to pronounce it. As you can see, I like AI. Amethyst. Pronounce. Amethyst. Oh, it's easier. Okay, amethyst. Amethyst. Nice.
I think that's right.
Amethyst. So, that stone, what does it mean? So, purple. It's the purple. There you go. It's the purple stone. Boom. Draw me picture, Dev. Use AI, people. If you're not, you don't have the edge that you could have. Boom. Beautiful. Amethyst. God.
Why did it make it a pretty good photo, though? It's
pretty cool. That looks like a bullish amethyst. Amethyst. It's a bullish amethyst right there. Boom. Anyways, sign up. It's like super easy to sign up. There's no it's no centralized server. So you just generate like a key. You don't even know what's happening. You just type in your name, like whatever name, whatever handle, like whatever you want to do. Like a second, I was like, oh, that's it. I'll just do that. And you can post. You can post videos. You can post links. You can post pictures. And it's pretty cool. Pretty neat. So I'm going to try that out. You can go here to explain like how it works and stuff too. It is one of those. It's becoming more popular. I think it's more popular on the Bitcoin side and stuff. But also, I was like looking through, does anyone talk about Hex or PulseChain or Richard on here? And it's mostly not a lot of like helpful stuff. And mostly like, they just posted news article of this and that. And it's like, okay, let's get some more people on this, let's get some more people on there. I'm going to start posting more too, to try to even it out and be like, no, there's like this vibrant community. They're all on X right now, but maybe some will come there and it'll be like another place for cool stuff.
That actually sounds super interesting because I know we were talking about this last time, I think with Shill a little bit with Facebook kind of, I think they said they were being told to kind of censor some stuff. And it sounds like with this, I mean, maybe, I don't know, but maybe the nodes could gather up and like do something. But other than that, like it sounds like you just like, it sounds like kind of open, right? Like you can, it's free.
It is the answer of, so you can't, it's one of those things like on X and stuff, you already have so many aligned interests to make that the thing. It's got staying power, it's got all the incentives, it's got people there, and you get all the stuff like that. So this is basically like another version of X, but it is like decentralized X. That's the way I think about it. And there's quite a few people on there. Again, they're not yet. Let me know. Add me on X and tell me if you're on there, or just follow me on there. So if follow me on there, you just basically copy this. So if you were to do it, anyone who's listening right now who wants to do this, you just download the client. Again, super quick sign up, and then copy. This is my public key. So copy this, and you do like search on the app, and you just type that in. It'll pop up. Otherwise, if you just search for Max, there may be a lot of different Maxes on there. You can also, search, it literally it's just like X, except it's this decentralized version. So pretty cool. I like it, and I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna start posting a little bit on there and see. I also got on Facebook recently, and there are Hexicans and people in PulseChain posting on Facebook. There are. I even thought about doing like a Facebook Live deal. I would stream there if StreamYard would support Facebook. If they support Twitch, like I wish they did. I wish they supported Twitch too. I will like stream to all the platforms, but
that's pretty crazy. They don't support Twitch. I never thought about that.
I know, right? Like it'd be easy just to click, okay, stream there too. Not just X, not just YouTube, stream there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you're interested, check it out. Again, pretty. I'm impressed. Like I'm sure it started off not looking this nice, but it looks. I mean, this is what it looks like. It looks like Twitter, but it's decentralized. Bull news. Where are your bull horns, Kong? What do you want to wrap up on as far as PulseChain being the best and the maddest of gains? What do we got going on?
I think I'll say kind of back to our intro as well, where we saw like the Trump coin, right? You have kind of the attention surrounding it, right? And you had it move from pennies to almost $100, right? Or like tens of dollars, let's say. What and we've seen this, or at least similar thing happen with Hex, where it went from fractions and fractions of a penny to half of a dollar, right, at its all-time high. So yeah, it kind of the point is like things in crypto. I think if you tell like your average, I'll say your average Joe, they'll be like, oh no, that's impossible. You know, this can't happen. Um, I think in most cases, like if you didn't have Bitcoin, if you didn't have cryptocurrency, like I think it's in most cases it probably can't happen, right? But I think in crypto you have like this weird kind of this weird wealth transfer, right, where you can make the maddest of gains, right? And all you have to do is really just kind of be in early, right, or be in when no one really cares about something, or when the majority of people don't really care about something, and kind of front running that narrative, right? And I think another good point as well is like even when you're talking about or just in general when you're talking about speculating on markets, the people who make the most are the people who are buying the stuff that like everybody has like the most like uncertainty with, right? Like the more uncertainty, right? And like the more you're able to get in there, and if it's successful, like that's I think that's directly correlated to more gains you'll make, right? So yeah, not of course like nothing in life's guaranteed. Stuff like this, I think Richard says he's trying to model PulseChain after ETH, which did the 10,000x. But
14,000x if I remember right.
I think it's more. Yeah, I think you're right. It's more
Even
than
more.
that.
I keep
Yeah.
thinking because he was, people bring up, oh, Richard said PulseChain could do a 14,000x. Well, that's what Ethereum did. I think that's the line.
And yeah, like yeah, Richard says like he's trying to copy the same price performance that Ethereum is doing. And again, like whether or not it happens or not, it's up to life and chance. But like he said, he's in it for glory, right? Like I don't think like it's not easy to develop a blockchain is one thing, and then to also like to do like I think yeah, what Richard's doing, I think he comes from and he said it before, he's trying to save people, right? Like stop paying scammers out and like kind of put your money in a place where like time pays you in a way, right? So
Yep. I mean, I like if you're out there again, you're looking for the cryptos to buy, all that stuff. I don't give financial advice. I don't do. I avoid predictions. But I can tell you, there's a lot of people who like Hex. They like PulseChain. They like PulseX Inc. A lot of core coins. They like the community coins. They like where this thing is going, and they have a belief that we will achieve glory. And not a lot of communities have that. I think we are very unique in the ability to be like, I don't care what happens. Don't care what comes this way. We are going up, up and to the right. PulseChain.com. Anyways, nothing to do with price. Hopefully, the price will do that as well. But the community itself, this place is it is unlike any other. To wrap up though on this, will Donald Trump check how much his PulseChain airdrop is worth? Chat. This is where you shine. You get to tell me. You tell me. If you don't tell me within 10 seconds, I'm gonna do elevator music. You don't want that. You don't want that. Chat. Give me the answer. Yes or no. Will Trump check how much his PulseChain is worth? And will the Trump or will the Liberty Foundation or the World Liberty deal, will they check and see the 80K or so looking like a value on PulseChain as well? Chat. Yes or no? Give me an answer so we can see the results of the poll, and we will wrap this puppy up. What do you think, Con?
I wouldn't be surprised if one day if one day it comes across their desk, right, and they're like, oh, Like how do I get access to that? So yeah. Um,
First one in the chat was Duke. That was a no. Seems most people answered this poll say yes though. Seems to be that way.
the thing is, yeah, if they're liking tweets and stuff, like it sounds like it sounds like Donald Trump knows Richard Hart exists, right? Like I don't know how many people can say that Donald Trump knows they exist, for example. Um, or like if you're on Donald Trump's radar or something like this, like it's probably like there's probably a chance you might check out like the airdrop or something like this, right? So, um, I wouldn't be crazy surprised.
Oh, that's a good point. I would bet Richard donated to the campaign. I think I talked about this a while back. Speculation: would he donate to any political campaign? And of course, you could see that he showed a lot of support for Trump during before the election as well. Yeah, what do you think, Colin? You think there was any? I mean, a lot of crypto people did it. You think Richard showed his support?
I don't know if he sent dollars, in terms of, yeah, in
He sent
terms
some
of,
ETH.
no, I don't know if he would have like anything of like monetary value. I don't know if he would have kind of donated in that sense, but I'm sure, I think he did his part in like, kind of, I think he did share
Use his platform.
which side he was on. So yeah, use his platform in that way. So yeah.
We shall see if we get exclusive 101 60 minutes. Richard Hart, Donald Trump, new partnership or foundation. That would be that might be a top signal. But if it happens when we're still at what people consider the bottom, boy, rocket ship, fun stuff, man. Colin, thanks for coming on for short notice. Appreciate it. Glad the stream happened today. I'm glad. Hope that everyone's out there having a great beginning of their week. If you had the day off or otherwise, hopefully you're doing well out there. Again, go check out gopulse.com/start to see if you have any airdrop on PulseChain. Check out GoRollDeFi.com for access to all the official apps, navigation around the ecosystem, and then look into PTGC.com. Has a lot of stuff on there. One of the things I like particular, again, it's geared towards the alien tech, but also the moon math calculator you can do for any token on there, which is pretty cool as well. Colin, what do you want to take us out on?
Yeah, I think you summed it up. You guys can find some of my stuff. Like Max said, look into ptgc.com. Yeah, I think the glory will be glorious. I think that's what I'll end off with. So,
all right, that's the only glory I want, the glorious kind. Let's do it. Let's go.
And yeah, thanks for having me on again as well. So
of course, we'll have to do it again sometime. I think I think that we may do that.
I think we got some stuff planned. So
yeah, there's I'm excited. Yeah, Kong's been deving a little bit. Seems to be. So I'm excited to whenever he's ready to share, talk about some of the fun community stuff he's been working on for PulseChain.
Yeah, we'll do for sure. So,
all right, everyone, that's all we got for you today. Scivive and 5555. We are out.